So I'm super excited to introduce Dave, the Laundromat Millionaire, and Carla. You guys have contributed so much and helped elevate the industry. Really honored to have you guys on the podcast. And even more, I'm so excited that you guys are going to be presenting at the Curbside 2026 conference. Just as a little bit of background, all the other speakers who are in the industry are using curbside laundry software. You guys were making an exception because we want to deliver great content to the audience, to all the people going to the conference. And Aaron and I saw you speak before at a Wash, Dry, Fold conference, and you guys are phenomenal. I mean, you guys just brought it, and just want to thank you for coming to the Curbside conference, helping support it. And you guys are going to be talking about pricing for profits and a deep dive into pickup and delivery pricing. And just if you could tell us a little bit more about it.
Thank you, Matt, for having us on here. We're excited to talk to you today. We're so excited for the Curbside conference in 2026, and we're excited to be speakers and to be participants and get to hear everyone else's talks. But yeah, so we will be talking about pricing for profits. It's honestly a topic that is key to our growth and our success because we started out not pricing for profits right. and growing the business and losing a lot of money. So we really wanted to give something different than what we've typically heard at other conferences, which is, some great content, but very high level, very vague, a lot of times more targeted to people just first getting into the business and not getting down into the nitty gritty, the numbers, like real guidelines of what you need to do to be profitable. And that's kind of where our whole platform came from. And this talk comes from, and it's really diving into how do you figure out what your costs are, how to keep down those costs also, and then what do you need to price your services at so you're actually making a profit at what you're doing.
To take it a little bit further, Matt, when we first started pickup and delivery back in 2015, obviously we didn't know what we were doing, right? We had no clue. We had ran 4 laundromats for 5 years, but pickup and delivery was a new animal. The truth is, we just thought, or I thought, that we would just buy a van and go pick up the laundry, and we already did drop off in the store, so how hard could it be? And the truth is, in the beginning, it was pretty simple because we didn't have volume, right? But what happens is what we learn is at scale, things shift and they change, and they're not always the same with 2 orders as they are with 200 orders a day, right? Well, as we evolve through these different silos that we've created today for the business, and our expenses and our profits and different things like that, we didn't have anything segmented out. I wasn't watching our numbers. I was just focused on customer acquisition and physically picking up the laundry, the logistics. And the truth is, the first 2.5, 3 years that we ran pickup and delivery, we scaled through the moon. And
we had great revenue.
That's right. Every month we grew our revenue, and I thought, I wasn't paying attention to the numbers, so I thought, oh, this is great. Well, Carla's my our bookkeeper and our accountant and our data person and all that, and she's over here telling me one day after about 2 years, if you keep growing this business, you're going to grow us into bankruptcy. And I'm like, wait, how can that be, right? So about 2.5 years in, she forced me, or our numbers forced me, to take a deep dive into profitability. And before that, we hadn't done that in our self-serve business or in our pickup and delivery business. So the truth is, this was very much an epiphany for me. Now I feel a little silly saying it, but now I obsess over the numbers and the profit margins, and even, are you charging this price because a competitor is, or are you charging a price because you need a certain margin, or are you just pulling this number out of thin air? Most of us, when we start pickup and delivery, are pulling it out of thin air. And so what we've done is we've taken a little bit of a mix of art and a little bit of a mix of science, right, data. And we've combined the two together, and what we do now is we're sharing that with the industry. We typically do that through our in-person workshops that we do in Cincinnati. And what we do is we spend about 2 days together creating about 28 hours worth of content. And this session that we're teaching at your conference is the meat and potatoes. There's a lot of fluff behind it, and it's all important stuff, but the truth is this is the meat and potatoes behind it. And so we shared that a few years ago at a conference. It was very well accepted. I reached out to you when you launched the 2026 conference and said, hey, we're coming. We're going to be attendees. We're buying tickets, etc. Launder Boost wanted to be a sponsor, and you invited us to be speakers, and I was like, absolutely. And the truth is, there's probably, of all the content we create, there's probably no better content to share with the industry. It's just very authentic and granular and detailed and nuanced than this speech. And so we've done it once before. We're very excited to kind of renovate it after a couple of years and upgrade it and add some things to it, and we're excited to do it again. But the truth is, if you have this meat and potatoes, then you can probably figure out a lot of the other stuff through the School of Hard Knocks. But if you're just banging your head against the wall, not really having the meat and potatoes down, I mean, the odds of success in the industry with scaling, that's the key word there, scaling pickup and delivery is you're not very likely to scale and be successful and be profitable without this information.
Such great advice. And what I love is you guys are coming from a place of experience, which is what our conference is all about. And you can't replicate that without industry knowledge and actually doing it. And those numbers you're talking about, they are hard to get. I mean, everybody would love to know their numbers, but that takes a lot of effort and a lot of know-how. And it's a real great thing that you guys are sharing that with our audience and really focusing it as well on pickup and delivery. We've got a client who somebody opened up real close by them that charging way too little, and they go, "What do we do?" And I go, "Don't worry, they'll go out of business."
That's
and
right.
Sure enough,
that's exactly what I tell people.
and before they did go out of business, the quality went way down because it's hard to stay motivated and do a great job if you're losing money on every order. It's like, why am I doing this? Building that right foundation, charging the right price, is really key to that long-term success. You've been to some other conferences as well, and we're, in the business. You guys are in the business. Our speakers are in the business, and that's really one of our main focuses as well, to make sure that we're delivering great content. And you guys have helped the industry so much. You have hundreds of thousands of followers across the various platforms, and you guys have given so much. What was your motivation to helping provide coaching? And you guys are out there. You guys have really put yourselves out there, and I know firsthand a lot of people you guys have helped out.
Definitely. So the whole creation of the Laundromat Millionaire platform really sprung from Dave's heart just to help other owners out there. And that's kind of how the coaching and everything started, was just people asking for advice. And even with the CLA forums long ago. And it kind of just grew to a point of he was spending so much time on the phone helping people that it was beginning to take a toll. And a good friend of his said, "Well, then why don't you start charging?" And that's really how the coaching program started. And from that, we're like, well, not everybody can afford coaching. How could we help even more people? And that sprung the podcast. And then us going to conferences and different things and seeing, well, nothing really gets into the numbers of how to do pickup and delivery, how to do wash, dry, fold, really getting into those SOPs, teaching people your processes. And we really had a passion for helping the independent owner, of going out there and saying, hey, you don't need a franchise. You don't need a revenue share. We do this on our own, and there's no reason you can't too. And by the way, learn from us. And so that's kind of what our workshops have become. Some people even call it kind of like a franchise in a box without the franchise fees, as we literally bring people into our operations and teach them everything we do, and then send them with a 150-page manual of how to do it when they leave. So all of that comes from, honestly, our trials and just our heart for wanting to help others, because there's no reason that it should be as hard as it was for us to grow this business. And so we're trying to make it less hard for everyone else out there.
Yeah, I'll tell you, just to add to that, Matt, when we started with our laundromat business first, the business is simple. It's not a complicated business, right? That doesn't make it easy, right? Pickup and delivery is not a simple business, right? You can simplify it, and we kind of done that into silos and things like that. But the truth is, as I mentioned a minute ago, we lost a lot of money for the first few years, and the school of hard knocks kind of kicked our butt, even though we were already successful in the self-serve business. And so now my premise for the heart that she talks about, my premise is really simple. I'm like, it shouldn't be that hard. It's really that in a nutshell. And I always caveat that with, I'm not here to suggest that it should be easy or should be passive, or, I'm not going down that rabbit hole or anything like that. But what I am saying is it shouldn't be as hard as it was for us. And when I look back to why it was so hard for us, and probably you guys too, is the truth is, Matt, we were kind of trailblazers. You were, and a handful of other people in the industry. And there weren't many resources out there. And even if people like us in 2012 and 15 wanted to create content, they didn't have the experience and the background to do so. And then we all know in small business that there's a certain segment of the population that has the knowledge, has the information, and won't share it, right? Well, we didn't want to be those people. We didn't want to be that scarcity mindset. We wanted to have that abundance mindset of we're all better together. And we saw, nothing against the manufacturers, distributors, CLA, people like that. All good people trying to do good things, I believe. But the truth is, there's a lot of limitations to how they can help us as operators. In my opinion, it comes to a certain point where they need to stay in their lane, and they're just not operators. They don't run laundromats every day. They're probably not as passionate about operations as we are, or as we should be. And so if we collectively, by the way, not me and Carla, but if we owners collectively are the true experts in the industry, then what does that say about our character and our integrity if we don't share and give back? right? Now, not everybody has the abundance mindset. There's plenty of people that think I'm crazy for sharing all this valuable information. But ultimately, that's where the heart comes from. And we looked at it a place, in the last 5 years or so of, hey, we've kind of, cracked the code. Not that we know everything, but we've figured out how to scale, how to launch, scale, and optimize this business. And who would we be to not share that with the industry? I wouldn't sleep very well at night knowing that I could keep this from being so hard for so many of my friends. And why would I not help them? Now, there's different levels to help, right? Podcasts and newsletters and even, conferences. Some of these things cost money to attend, and then once you attend, the content is included. And then there's levels to the one-on-one coaching and the intensive workshops, and there's levels to what you want to do, but we wanted to provide content at all those levels. So we wanted to provide the free content, free resources, things like that at a certain level. Then we wanted to create some middle of the road type of things, like speaking at workshops, conferences, and things like that. And then we wanted to provide the intensive training of our own workshops and our own one-on-one coaching. And obviously, all of those things aren't for everyone.
So much great stuff there, because I see ourselves, and you guys too, like as the Davids versus Goliaths.
Mm-hmm.
We're up against these national companies. We're up against, and we've got the industry know-how from doing it at the School of Hard Knocks, where we're helping people grow so much faster than we did ourselves. If you look at some of the new success stories, how they get there, they'll tell you. I watched the Laundromat Millionaire podcast. I watched my podcast. They ingratiate themselves in a whole bunch of different knowledge before they even got into the business, which is also showing that it's really growing, and you have to charge. I know different people have tried out coaching and they weren't able to do their regular job. And so you guys created with that growth mindset, and it's a lot less expensive to go to a weekend workshop or to go to a conference than it is to buy a franchise. And here you're giving people the tools that you guys spent all your expertise, lifetime expertise to get to the point to buy the laundromat, and then focused expertise. And it's just invaluable. And you guys helped launch a lot of careers. You guys should be very proud of what you guys have accomplished. And I'm just very honored that you're going to be speaking at the Curbside Conference. I think that's just going to help make it even stand out. And that's a big difference between the Curbside Conference and I'd say some of the others. Sometimes they'll have like a wine connoisseur, a chocolatier, astronaut, different things that may not be so laundry related. This is totally focused on pickup and delivery, wash and fold, helping people grow their brand, and you guys are living it. So thank you for sharing your expertise with the audience.
Yeah, we're honored. Thank you for putting it on. We have put on a conference of our own. It wasn't pickup and delivery specific, it was operator specific, but we know the work and the monetary value and the time suck that goes into putting on something like this. And a lot of people think you make a lot of money off of them, but you really don't. Me and Carla understand more than probably most people that this is a love thing for you and Aaron to want to do this and to have done it once and now really know what you're getting into, and still to do it again and continue to give back. So thank you for providing the platform. We're honored to be a part of it.
The first one we put together is revenue neutral. Mm-hmm. We just did it because we want to share the information. Also helps our brand. It gets the Curbside out there that we're the industry experts, and when you go with wash and fold software, having that know-how, that background, and you've got a great team to rely on to help you grow. That's really our goal, is we want to help our clients grow, and you guys have the same mindset, which is helping other people. That's how we achieve success. Thanks again for speaking at the conference, and thanks again for being on the podcast.
Thank you for having us. We're excited for it. We can't wait for June.
Reserve your spot to the Curbside Conference by registering today. It's going to be in Long Beach, California from June 24th to 26th, and it also includes a behind-the-scenes tour of our family's laundromat, Super Suds. Go to curbsidelaundries.com/conference.